Tune in, turn up, it's time to go. Deep talks and a crazy show. It's Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. Hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast where we all meet.
Good afternoon! Coming to you from a Japanese asshole. Today we'll watch an episode of Attack on Titan. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Toon Along. Good to have you here. Thanks for coming by. Today's episode, I'm really excited. Very excited, okay? We're watching Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin. Wait, let me get that again. Hang on. Oh, Shingeki no Kyojin. Oh, fuck you. All right. We're watching Season 1, Episode 18, Forest of Giant Trees. I'm excited, all right? Get ready here and cue yourselves up in 3, 2, 1. Aho shimasai! Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is a continuation of the previous episodes, before this one. And the only reason I picked this one is because I've watched Attack on Titan Season 1, Season 2. I think I watched some of Season 3. I haven't been following up to the latest ones. There's so many. But I remember this episode with the trees, the giant trees they're going, and you see, I don't want to spoil it, but I will. They go in the trees, and then they notice there's a whole bunch of Titans that they come in the tree line. Basically, they try to protect themselves. I mean, if anybody's listening to this right now, it's probably because you like Attack on Titan. So I'm sorry I'm going to butcher your show a little bit, but that's okay. Why not? But I do love this show. I'm going to be honest with you. I do enjoy this show. It's one of my favorite animes. Along with Naruto's, and what's the other one that's good? Oh, Dragon Ball's Pay, right? That's a good one. And Yugimu's pretty good. Oh, look at that ass. Wait, that's a bad guy, right? No, they're chasing her. That's right, they're chasing her. It's a colossal titan. No, it's not gonna work. That's right. That's that girl there from the academy. I forget her name. But they've got those X-Acto knife blades, basically giant X-Acto knife blades. Cool concept. One of the coolest concept in anime in a long time. I remember when this came out. A few years. It's actually been quite a few years. But when this came out, it was a nice fresh of breath air for the anime genre. Speaking for myself, obviously, all you anime snotheads out there. You guys like your May, right? Yeah, shut up about that fucking show. I like this show more than you. No, I like this show. It's a good show, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. If you guys have never heard about this anime, Attack on Titan, I'm sure you're going to hear about it at some point. I don't know if it's as big as Naruto, but it definitely, what was it, yesterday? I saw a guy wearing an Attack on Titan hat, and it was from these guys, the squad. What are they called? I don't even remember. It's been so long. It's been probably 2 years since I last saw an Attack on Titan episode. Because of the hiatus, they took so long to come out with, what was it, Season 2 took a while to come out? Correct me if I'm wrong, or Season 3? But the show was so cool. I was hooked on it. But they definitely made a mistake. They definitely made a mistake on waiting a long-ass time to release Season 3 or 2. I don't remember. But one of those seasons took a really long time, and it maybe 2 years or something. And I lost interest. Like, I kept watching the episodes and stuff, but at a certain point, it's like, I got to move on. The one thing I did try to do with this show, to keep it alive in my mind and in my soul, was play the game. They had this game by Fangdu. Something like that. It was a small little indie game, web browser game, and you're basically flying around town, fighting some demons, fighting some titans and whatnot, different sizes. They ended up upgrading some of the game and the level. You go ride on a horse. You can go. I think there was a forest level as well, if I recall. Some of the levels were just ridiculous. They were unbeatable. You just really couldn't do anything about it. But it was fun to be able to connect with a friend to some aspect with this game, with this show. Then they came up, what was it, the PS3, PS4 game. I don't know how those turned out. Honestly, you guys will have to let me know. They might have come out with 2 games. I don't fucking know. That's the whole point. But a great anime, a great show, and I'm glad we're watching this tonight. It's Thursday night. It's a good night for anime, right? But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to watch this show, go right ahead. I mean, it's fun. It's a good show. I would definitely recommend watching episode 1. It's a good start. Get yourself going. But this is episode 18, number 18, Forest of Giant Trees, 57 Expedition Beyond the Walls 2. Okay. Just a cool, it's so simple. It's such a simple idea, right? If you think about it, there's nothing Like, just, it's medieval, it's steampunk, it's fresh. That's what counts, right? Nice fresh muff. Nice fresh anime muff right there. And the thing about this show, for all you anime fuckers out there, there's no ecchi, there's no hentai in this. There's very little. I mean, there's almost non-existent. So you got to leave it up to the imagination. Sometimes that can be nice. This anime, where it really dominates, is in the storyline. The storyline is fantastic, really well written. Kept me on a cliffhanger. I remember end of season 1, wanting more, obviously wanting more. And I think the story is that the creators of the show were not expecting the show to be as big as it was. They made, I think, 2 seasons. They planned for 2 seasons, 26 episodes, usually the standard for animes, right? Usually, I don't know why you say 13 episodes each. 26 is a nice number. Same number of alphabet letters. But they weren't planning for a big thing with this. And the fact that it took off, they had to rewrite. I think they had to rewrite, right? But just shows that they're really passionate. They didn't want to, remove quality over quantity. They took their time, this sweet ass fucking time, to make the 3rd season or 2nd season. I don't remember. But for those of you out there that are still watching the show, that are still enjoying it after all this time, let me know what's happening. I'm trying to remember the last episode I saw. It was a season 4 episode right in the middle. I didn't finish it up. But, the problem with animes, or my problem with animes, is I don't have a very big attention span. So you better keep me hooking. Like, Naruto kept me hooking for a long time. Shippuden all the way to the... I never finished it because it was still playing, and I'm not going to tune in every week to fucking watch an episode. There was a period in my life, okay, where I was tuning in every week, I think Wednesday or Thursday when it would come out. And if it was a filler, what do they call? They call them fillers, right? Or it wasn't part of the main arc, I would get so disappointed. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna be watching the next 2 months of filler Naruto. That'll be fun. And then when they came out with, I remember it was right around the time when the Pain saga, when Naruto's fighting Pain in the village, and it's all destroyed and everyone's almost dead. Naruto comes out with his Rasengan and all that, the new Rasengan with the ball and the sphere. That was epic times. It was really cool times. I mean, when that episode came out with Pain, I remember this was one thing that happened. All these fillers were coming out, and all of a sudden I said, okay, fine, I'll watch. Let's see what's out this week. And the next thing you know, it's a main arc episode, but just one, or maybe just 2, and then right back to filler. I was so pissed. I felt like keeping that carrot dangling right in front of me, just for a little while longer, right? But if they're able to do fillers on a weekly basis, why can't they just do the main arc, keep people? But you know what it is? Keep it going. And some animes keep going, just like The Simpsons. But no one's waiting for the next episode to follow the previous one, right? Like same with Family Guy. You just watch it, whatever comes. But these are sequential shows. You're in the zone. You're watching. You've been vetted in this for years, and then you got to take a little 2-month break. It's a long ass 2 months. I know enough about that, but this show, the way it's drawn, the animation, really nice. I really enjoy this show. There's something about the music too, with the opera, the Gregorianness of it, makes it feel like times are serious, times are dark. Civilization is really on the cusp. We got these giants that are trying to eat us, so it really gets you in panic mode when these guys are riding out. You're feeling that panic. You're really the energy is really there. And when a Titan comes out, you're going, oh, these guys are fucked. You know how many people die in this show? Don't get too attached. There's a lot of people that die, a lot of characters, which is, for an anime, it's fairly typical for the normal. Oh, this cool technique that they use, right? They put flares up, and just the landscape, the way it's drawn. Okay, jerk off to this. This is Commander Eren thinking. Oh, they got cool names as well. You got Eren. Armin van Buren. I mean, you got all kinds of cool. Now, I think these are supposed to be like Dutch, German, steampunk characters. Eren Jaeger. There's another name for the Titans. What were they called? Maybe they're called Titans. I don't remember. There's another name. But just the fact that they're shooting flares out there and they're green, and you're just waiting for that red one to come up. And look at that, Eren Jaeger. He's flying with the big boys. He's about to learn something. You know why he's flying with them? Because he's important. I think in this episode they know that he has special powers, right? That he can transform, but maybe he hasn't refined those powers and tuned them down to be useful. I don't remember. But that's my favorite character. I mean, it's probably most people's favorite character. The main guy, the main quiet guy there. He's so confident. He's never fazed by anything. This guy's shitting his pants. It's just cool. It's just cool to see the collectiveness of these guys. These guys are the special ops squad. They're going out in the worst possible place. Oh, there's a black round. That means there's some bad guys coming. That means you got to fire the black round and let the other guys know. The fact that they are able to steampunk these little cans of steam, that came out weird. The fact they have the technology to swing from building to building using these little gas cans, but they're still using horses. I mean, you have compression, you have steam. I mean, I gotta say steam, right? You got some kind of compressed gas. There's gotta be a way for them to, utilize that with some sort of a vehicle. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they do later on. I've totally forgotten, and it's a spoiler. Who knows? But you guys, you remember, I think it's episode 1 or episode 2. There's the giant colossal titan, the guy that basically appears out of nowhere. And right at that moment, he's about to kill him, right? Get his neck. He disappears, vanishes into thin air. Always a cliffhanger with the show. Always. When you think something's figured out and then something changes, then you cue the opera music. Oh, but a little bit darker. And you're really feeling the panic, the pain. I mean, when you see one of the humans inside a titan's mouth, and he's like, and then he just gets bitten, clamped down. Oh, I don't know what else to say. I mean, the show just really hits that little panic nerve where you're watching it. Also, the other thing about the show that's really cool is the way they draw the titans. It's the expression on the titan's face. Look at that, he just got killed. Boom, he's done. You got to know him, and he's done. Oh, what's gonna happen to this guy? Ooh, dangling food on a string like a fish. See that expression right there? That basically that emptiness look in the face. Oh boy. I mean, is that hot or not? It's hard to tell. For cannibalists out there, it's pretty fucking hot, right? And then he's gonna eat him. So for all those, cannibalists out there, it's just so weird. I mean, it's so Japanese. It's so anime. You gotta love it. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. See what kind of music they play. Oh, yeah, and just the voice actors are really good. Price of Japanese voice actors, some of the best, if not the best, when it comes to expressions. That's why when I watch anime, I don't like to watch the dubbed. The only exception is Dragon Ball Z, right? It's just because growing up as a kid, Dragon Ball Z played and was only in English, and Kakarot's Goku's voice in Japanese just pisses me off. Sounds really annoying. I really don't like it. But when it comes to Naruto, Death Note, who else? Everything. Bleach. Trying to think. It's been a fucking long time. But any Japanese anime, it has to be watched with a Japanese voice actor. It just makes sense, right? See, look at that. They got a little map showing you the tactics they're using, which is really nice. 3-1 cargo. Oh, look. She sees those green lights. Let's go make those green lights turn red. No, she's running away. I don't know where she's going. She's leading them on somewhere. There you go. So, okay, they're showing the group. They're showing the map, and they're showing the group where they are. I don't know. I'd want to be in the middle. The center's obviously the most secure. The fucking left flank, right flank's probably the worst place to be. A forest of giant trees. That's right. That's the name of the episode. That's where they're going. We're halfway in the episode right now. Information we can share so far. Forest of giant trees. Isolated forest of giant trees can be... That's fucking fast. Information we can share. So, before the Maria Fall, the particular forest of tourist area. Now it's a strategically important location used to survey corpses to protect themselves from the Titans. Okay. How are you supposed to read that? You have to pause that. But that's the thing. Japanese hiragana can read that right away, right? Just you see it, it's embedded in your brain. Not my fucking language. Hey, they have little houses. So they've utilized this location before. Looks like it got totally decimated. Those are big-ass trees. How much you want to bet they would have had trees like that at some point on this planet? There's that big monument. I forget what it is. North Dakota, South Dakota? It's like it looks like a giant tree, stump. But I think it's rock. But they're saying that this thing could have been a giant colossal tree and it, hardened into some kind of a rock or stone. I don't know. Just cool characters. Guys, if you guys like the show, what's your favorite character? Let me know why. And if your favorite character is not in this episode and it comes later on, well, just let me know your favorite character in this episode or previous. I like, what is it? Let me see. Yeah, I like the main guy, the main ops, the Commander Erwin. Eren. Yeah, he's my favorite guy. He's just cool. He's collective. He's calm. I don't know if he dies. I got a feeling they have to kill that guy, right? Just to give you a little bit of a uncertainty and sense of hopelessness. I mean, if your main guy dies, what are you left with? You're left with Eren Jaeger. Or Arwen. What the fuck's the guy's name? I don't remember. See, I don't know the names. Who gives a shit? I do. I give a shit. A little bit of a shit. Let me look it up. Let's look it up. I'm just watching the episode. This is one of the episodes I actually want to enjoy. You know, I'm actually enjoying watching right now. So let's give it a little bit of respect. Show some respect! Okay, let's go here. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about Attack on Titan. Shut up and follow orders. It's going to help with mutiny. Here we go. Attack on Titan. We're compared. See, that Colossal Titan is wicked. I remember buying a couple action figures from Chinatown. Best place to buy anime figurines. I mean, they're probably knockoffs, but who cares? I mean, you go to Chinatown, you see your favorite anime. Where else are you going to see your favorite anime toys live besides online, right? It's Chinatown. Chinatown's the place to be. Your posters, movies, DVDs. Of course, I think much of that culture is slowly phasing away with the online internet purchasing powers that we possess today. But it's just fun to walk in a store and get that wow factor. I remember going in it was just a regular anime store with comic books and DVDs and CDs. I remember just seeing like a Kirby CD, thinking, "What the fuck is this doing here?" And you look at it, it's a soundtrack from one of the games. I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that." Or posters from an anime that you never thought anybody would see. It's just fun to frequent in these stores and just see what kind of stuff they have. Of course, the nice fragrances and smells of Chinatown add to the experience. I love it. Honestly, it's nothing against it. I actually like Chinatown. I love Chinatown. It feels like another world inside your world. And it's sometimes good to get away from your world, right? Go into a new world and experience. One of my favorite, fondest memories of Chinatown was when I was younger. We went to Chinatown and wasn't looking for it, but we found Beyblades. Like, Beyblade just came out on TV. And they had these little boxes, and now that I think about it, they were definitely knockoffs. But who cares? I mean, you open it up. It had 2 Beyblades in there with a launcher, a ripcord, a couple of little metal things. You can combine them, customize them. Just the fact that they had that available in my local, stores, toy stores didn't even have it. So you went to Chinatown for some of that rare stuff. You were more than likely going to find it. So let's take a look here. Attack on Titan. It's called Shingeki no Kyojin, which means the advancing giants. Well, I like it. I like Attack on Titan. That's a better name. And it came out in has been collected into 33. Okay, well, they're talking about the manga. Okay, are we talking about the manga or the anime here? Media. Okay, that's manga, novels, anime. Here we go. Oh, I gotta turn this down a little bit. What is Commander Erwin thinking? Yeah, I wonder what he's thinking. My anime series based on the manga is currently being aired in Japan. So it's still being aired. It's still going on. This is going to be a thing they're going to milk. They're going to milk them tits forever and ever. No, probably not forever. Until people really start. And then they got to do a little thing, right? When they see I wonder if animes are like that, if they're really adaptable. Well, what I mean is, say they see the numbers of viewers starting to dwindle. Do they make slight changes to the manga? Because the manga obviously is probably a few months ahead. So maybe they go with the manga sales, and then they change up the story and they say, listen, our manga sales are dropping a little bit. We need to kill off a character. We need to add a character. And then you see it later on in the anime. How many of you guys watch anime and read the mangas? But how many of you guys, to a certain degree, have started watching the anime and then you started reading the manga? But to a certain level, you stop reading the manga because you're enjoying the anime a lot more and you don't want to get spoiled. That was my case for Naruto. I know a lot of people that read Naruto religiously. As soon as it came out, they would read it. And they knew it was going to happen before the anime came out. But I feel like that's a little bit of a spoiler. What I would like to do is read the manga and then watch the episode right after. No spoilers, as best as you can, because it's obviously really hard with anime. And one of the things with anime, for you Naruto fans out there, I'm going to talk a lot about Naruto, but Naruto, the opening sequence with the songs, they would change it every so often. I would avoid watching it because there would be spoilers in that opening sequence. I remember one time what was it? I saw was it Naruto or Jiraiya? Somebody had a special mode, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then it came up later on in the season, or in a few maybe 10 or 20 episodes later, I saw the same thing. So it became a rule of mine that when Naruto would play, I would avoid watching the intro. No glimpse, no nothing. I don't want to be spoiled because there's spoilers in there. I hate when they do that. All right, let's go back here. So video games. Oh, they've come a long way. There's a big video game list here. Okay, Attack on Titan characters appeared in the mobile video game Sypho Gear XD Unlimited 2020. Must be one of those Shonen Jump collaboration things, whatever. You can take all the anime characters, put them together, and have them fight. Kind of like a Smash Bros. For anime characters. It's a cool concept. I love that concept. Attack on Titan Tactics was announced on April 18, 2019. Live action. There's a live action movie? Oh, that'd be cool. I'm going to watch that. I seem to remember seeing an Attack on Titan car commercial. Could I be wrong? Am I wrong on that? Did I see that, or was that something else? Maybe it's another commercial with a giant chasing a car. But I seem to remember seeing some kind of a commercial for that. Let's see. There's a lot of Attack on Titan stuff. I feel like getting back into this anime now. Oh, it's just so cool. Concept's cool. Actually, when this anime came out, speaking of Chinatown again, when it came out, I went to Chinatown just to see what they had, and of course they had stuff, right? And the first thing I got was a backpack. I wanted to have a backpack with the special ops, not the special ed, but the special ops symbol on the back, so people knew that if I was to join, if I lived in that world, that's who I would join. I would join the fucking, most people probably fucking wouldn't. They do it on paper because it's fucking cool. But I'm pretty sure most people would want to have the nice, comfy job inside the castle wall. I mean, it's tough times back then. The technology is not necessarily the best. They have muskets. They have compressed gas cans. And you can get eaten at any time. So you're probably not too excited or happy. So you're not probably going to take that voyage on the horse. That faceless expression is what makes this anime really good. Oh, there's a PS Vita game, too. Well, I guess it's part of the Attack on Titan game for the PS4, PS3, and PS Vita. That's in 2015 that came out. There's a lot of games. What else do they got here? Other media. Okay, they have some guidebooks. Oh, that's the other thing I remembered now. There's a little mini series or few little episodes from the show that I don't know if they were thrown out there to have people, give people some content while they wait for the next season. But I seem to remember an episode or two with that girl with the glasses there. I forget her name. Where she's in the forest and she ends up befriending a Titan and they actually become friends. And then I think the Titan gets killed because misunderstanding, something like that. Oh, that's right. His name's Captain Levi. These names, I love these names. For an anime, they went like a European, I want to say Dutch, German, old school European kind of feel. And they're just voiced in Japanese. But these characters are not meant to look Asian. They're meant to look European, which is really, really interesting. To be continued. And just at the end of the episode, I'm not even listening to it, but just watching that scene where he's about to fire off, that means Levi, Captain Levi, got his name after all this. Captain Levi is about to start some shit. So you want to watch the next episode. I'm not going to watch it. I want you to watch it. I want you to go home and just watch episode 19. Watch episode 18, 19, and then go watch episode 1. No, I'm kidding. Start with episode 1 and work your way up. You will not be disappointed. It's a good show. Attack on Titan. See what else there is. Well, I got you here. Critical response, accolades. What is this? Oh, okay. These are anime awards. Oh, they won a lot. They won most of their anime awards. But this is back 2011 to 2015. That's what I mean. This anime was very, very popular back a few years ago, and I don't have the fire in me with it anymore. As soon as they made me wait 2 years for a season, and that season was how many episodes? Like 16 episodes? I don't even know. Let's take a look at the episode list. Attack on Titan episode list. But yeah, just the fact that they would make me wait so long, my fucking impatience, entitled. What am I, fucking entitled to the show? I mean, I'm happy enough that they gave me this show and that I got to enjoy it. But you know what I mean. It's just kind of tough to keep the passion alive when you take it away for 2 years. let's take a look at the episode just to see where they're at right now. Episode list. So the first one aired in 2013, and we're going in 2022. They're talking about stuff coming out. So looking at a good decade this show's been running, and I remember when it came out, so I'm feeling old right now. Really? So 2014 is when it came out. Why does it say 2013? It might be the Japanese stuff. Oh yeah, there it is. Original air date, English air date. But who's watching the English air date, right? So April 7th, 2013, first episode comes out. I feel as though, I feel like I would have watched that episode. I remember that time. I remember 2013. And now you're looking here at 2017. So yeah, I might have still been following. Yeah, there's that big gap. Wow. Oh, guys, I was off. It was more than, was that 4 years? Does that make sense? Look, the last episode of season 1 is September 29th, 2013. The first episode of season 2 is April 1st, 2017. I mean, let's just say 3.5 years. Wow, I was off on the dates. I was giving it the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I didn't want to push it that much, but I honestly really didn't remember. But that's a long time. That'll really kill. Okay, and then after that, season 3 comes out a year later, which is typical. I mean, animes sometimes take a while. And then the next one a year later. And then the next one a year later. And then maybe a little sooner after that. But just, I think that's the killer in my mind. I still remember that 3-year wait. Man, I gave it a 2-year wait, but it was 3.5 years. Imagine watching a show and you really enjoy that first season, and then you have to wait 3.5 years for the next one. So you're trying to find whatever memorabilia game you can find on it. So I remember struggling for those 3.5 years, having a hard time. Metaphorically. 3.5 years. That's so depressing. Can you imagine the owners of the show? Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. I hope people enjoy the show after a 3-year wait, and they obviously did. I think most of the fans today, if I had to guess, probably started watching right around 2017. I know a lot of people that started watching around 2017 because the hype would have been, it would have been hyped so much that a second season was coming on. People would have said, hey, check this second season out. We've been waiting 3.5 years for it. It's time to take a look and let everybody know that this has been a long waiting period. So maybe they might want to check out season 1 before they get to season 2. But a lot of anime people out there. I started with season 1 right around 2013, and there wasn't many people watching this except for the hardcore fans. When I say hardcore, the people that watch some pretty dark anime, some pretty crazy stuff. There's there's all kinds of levels of anime fans out there. There's the ones that watch everything, that want to watch from A to Z. I knew a couple people like that. There's the ones that like to watch the weird stuff. I think an episode like Parasite, Higurashi no Naku Koroni, stuff like that. These little dark animes. Take it a little bit different, a little bit of a little curve, from your typical kind of show me your ass kind of animes, right? And nothing wrong with those, for all you fans out there. Nothing wrong with that. But anime has a whole spectrum. You can get tentacle stuff going on. You can get, you guys know. You guys fucking know. Anime people out there, they fucking know. They know what they like, and they like it. Nothing wrong with that. But let's take a look. Yeah, so 2022, they have an episode called Judgment, according to this. 2022 for Japan, but not for North America. And the last episode that aired, I guess would have been season... Okay, so it would have been maybe the first part of season... Okay, yeah, first part of season 4 ended on May 2nd, 2021. So that's not long ago. So for those of you... Oh, sorry. That's the English version. March 29th, 2021. I'll try watching an English episode just to see how the voice actors are. Now, I know a lot of people out there that won't watch... Like, if there's an English version, they'll watch the English version over the Japanese, no matter what. Even if the Japanese is better, even if they hear about it. They're just... When it comes to anime, they gotta watch it in English. And I think of Full Metal Alchemist. I like the show. I don't like the voice actors in English, particularly the kid in the robot suit. His voice annoys me. And there was a game, Fantasia, something, Sword Fantasia Online. I don't remember. I could be totally off with the name. But there's another game like that where the character is just so childish. The voice actor is so childish. It works in Japanese, but for some reason in English dub or voiceover, it just doesn't translate. It doesn't translate with that tone. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that was an episode of Attack on Titan. Fun episode, fun times, good memories. Makes me actually want to sit down and just rewatch the entire series. If you guys are like me and had the same scenario where you kind of lost interest and you didn't, there's so much stuff out there, there's so much content, it's hard to keep up with it every week. But the fact that I know here that there's 4 and a half seasons, we're looking here at 75 episodes? 75 episodes is nice. It's a good amount of anime. It'll go by quick for you anime guys out there. It goes by fast. If you've got animes with like 800 episodes, take your time. You've got a long ways to go. But 75, you can get that done. I'm not gonna say a day, but a nice weekend, nice long weekend. You can go hardcore. There's some people out there will just sit there for fucking and finish. Can't wait till they finish it. They're just sitting there and watch. Granted, when you're watching anime, the actual time you're watching is not very long. Like the intro is usually a minute and a half, and then the ending is like in this case is like 2 minutes. So you've only got maybe 20 minutes of show. So if you got 3 shows an hour and divide it, and you divide it by 70, you got math to do. And that's late. I'm not doing math right now, so you figure it out. But you can watch it. It's doable. It's plausible. Like I said, skip the intro, skip the endings, and you should be fine. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget, go check out the YouTube videos. Go check out Twitter and Facebook. All that stuff. All those Schmin media stuff. Who knows how long we'll be on the air for. But we're having a good time. Numbers are looking good. I'm enjoying myself. Having a fun time with the show. And I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys have been watching this whole time, I definitely appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and shove it up your ass. All right, guys. Love you. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening. You can find the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all your favorite platforms. Check out YouTube for retro content. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and visit toonalong.com for more info. Support us on Patreon, and we'll catch you next time.
Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. So hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast where we all meet.